What's up, Mixed Nutters? It's your boy Marcus, back in black, and today we got a very special episode. Now, before we even get into that, why don't you go ahead and like and subscribe, hit that little notification bell, bing, bang, boom. You get notified every time we drop a new video. And go ahead and check us out on that old Instagram. That is Mixed Nuts 3000, Mixed Nuts 3000. Boom, I got the QR code. I done made it easy. So all you gotta do is point your camera at that boy and you in the game. So go ahead and check us out on that Instagram. Anywho, we got Miss Kim today with us from the Hey Miss Kim YouTube channel. You can also find her on Hope TV. She is delightful. You will see what I'm saying. And that is coming up next, fools. All right, Mixners, I'm here with Hey Miss Kim. We just heard her intro because I'm definitely played that before we started. The coolest intro of all time. How did you even come up with that?
So I was getting prepping for the show, and I know that I wanted kids' voices throughout the whole show. And so I was on the playground and I asked one of my kids, I was like, hey, come up, and I pressed record on my phone. I said, say, hey, Miss Kim. So I was like, ready, go. And they all said, hey, Miss Kim. And so I did it a couple of times, and I wanted to get like different pitches and like groups of kids, individual kids. And so that's how I came up with it. I just recorded them on my phone and we inserted it in different places, and that's all them. It's no drawn out, it's no edits. That's how they said it. We put it in, and that's what we went with.
It came out really good. I was like, look at Miss Kim doing it up. Right. Yes. So well, let me give your Instagram a shout out real quick. Y'all need to check her out. That is Hey Miss Kim _ on Instagram. Check her out and check out her YouTube channel. Hey Miss Kim, not the Korean lady.
No, she did pop up. No underscore.
Yeah, no underscore. But so I mean, like, just tell us a little bit about your background and like, you know, how you got started.
So I went to Georgia Southern University. Go Eagles. And I remember the day I declared my major. So I was in early childhood education. And after my student teaching in third grade, I was like, I don't really like this. I don't know if I really like kids. So, so I went back and I started to explore some more options to see what else I could get into that involved kids. And honestly, my passion for kids wasn't there as much as it is now. I just knew that talking to kids kind of came easy to me. And I knew that I wanted to be in a work environment where I could make a difference and have fun at the same time. So after I got done with student teaching for that one semester, I changed my major to child development. Well, it was child and family development. So after I changed it, I wanted to go to class every day all of a sudden. I enjoyed going to class. I enjoyed learning about brain development and birth to 5 methods and all those things. And I was like, this is it. This is what I want to do. And so throughout my major, we, a lot of it was really hands-on. We were in the classroom. We have a child development center on our campus. So a lot of our classes, we had to go into the classroom and actually be with the kids and student teach and shadow a lot of teachers. And it was really enjoyable for me. Now, here's the kicker. So my junior year, I got pregnant. And so I was like, oh, this is perfect.
I'm going to need this.
Yes.
You're taking all the notes. Is that what you're taking?
So I got pregnant, and it's like everything just clicked for me. Everything that I was learning, I put it into context when, as I was going through my pregnancy, and I was still taking classes when up until a month before I gave birth to my daughter. So I was in it. I was learning everything. And by the time she got here, I knew what to do. I knew what she was gonna do. I knew how she should have been developing, all those things. So it kind of just paired along with each other. So fast forward a little bit, I went through my last couple of semesters. I graduated, and I ended up being a lead infant and toddler teacher right after graduation. I hated it. It was the worst experience ever. And I
was gonna ask you, like, how with the infant, like infant teacher, like, how does that work? I mean,
so it wasn't even the kids; it was the setup of the kids. It just wasn't an ideal situation for me, like straight out of college, because I had experience, but I didn't really know what I was doing. Like, I didn't really know how to apply that knowledge just yet to like a real life setting.
right.
And so I didn't really enjoy it. And I said I would never go back into the classroom again. So after that, after I quit, I went and I started to nanny, which was amazing. I still babysit to this day for the same family. I worked at a kids gym. I worked in the children and youth ministry at my church. And so I was kind of bouncing around within my field, but still keeping it child-centered, because I knew I like working with kids. So I finally decided it was time for me to be a big girl and I needed to get a real job. So I started teaching pre-K in 2018. And that's what I currently do. And I loved it. I loved the classroom, even though I said I would never go back. I loved it because I found out what my age was, and my specialty, I like to call it, is like birth to 5, because it's such a rich age. It's such an age where kids are learning, they're soaking up everything that you're teaching them. And then they're showing you who they are. You're able to embrace their personalities, everything about them. It's magical. And I mean, it puts a lot of things into perspective for me as a mother, and just as an overall educator, because it can get kind of tricky and kind of hard when you don't have that understanding of how kids develop, which a lot of teachers unfortunately don't. But I think my advantage, having that background knowledge and knowing how they develop and how they are raised as humans, has really helped me in my career. And so all that to say,
and with your own baby too. I mean, you like learning stuff, you know what I
mean? So I got into the Hey Miss Kim videos during quarantine. So after when the COVID stuff happened in March, I always wanted to start a YouTube channel. And I was like, oh, this is perfect. I got nothing else to do. So I just started making videos at home. I set up my camera, and I would do arts and crafts, science experiments with my daughter. Anything that I felt like would be useful to parents and kids at home. I just started to put those videos together and put them on Instagram. And so the youth pastor at my church started this TV channel. It's called Hope TV. And so they needed a show for their children. And so he was like, hey, you want to do a show? I said, sure, that would be great. And here I am.
So, I mean, especially because with your background too, like some people think it's easy for somebody's parent to come up with something to do for their kids, but like without that background, it may not really be that easy. Like my mom was not a teacher, and I would have just been cutting the grass during the pandemic, or like painting the garage, or I'd have been doing work. I don't know how many activities you would have came up with, but I mean, don't get me wrong. My mom love you. I love you too, Mom, because I know you watching it. But it's a little different. So it may come more natural to you because of that training. Mm-hmm. And you knew you wanted to be in like child development in college.
So yeah, I guess I could say that. Like once, so I had a friend who was in the program, And so she had done the exact same thing that I was thinking about doing. She was in I think it was early education, like teaching, like becoming a certified teacher for for elementary students. And she was like, I switched to child and family development and I like it so much better. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll try it. And I ended up really, really liking it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, when I was in college, I was like, I still wanted to be Batman. You know? So I got to give it to you for the focus alone. You know what I mean? Because I was like,
but you know, like
this Batman thing out.
It was hard. It was hard to focus. Like the kicker for me was the fact that I realized that I enjoyed going to class. And when I did that, like it was no struggle for me to study for tests. I enjoyed reading thick textbooks. Everything was just so interesting to me. And I was like, oh, well, I must like this stuff. So I'm gonna just roll with it.
Especially those college textbooks.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot.
They'd be extra thick.
And it wasn't information, like it just made sense. It made sense, like what I was reading. Like when you think about the stages that, I don't know how many people think about the stages of development for kids. But
that's what I'm saying. With your expertise, you would have to tell us, because we would have your thoughts, because that's the only time we thought about it.
But like everything happened so fast, and I think that's what that might throw people off a lot of times. Like even as a parent, things happen really, really fast. But it's different being a parent and knowing the information and being a teacher and knowing the information, because there are no boundaries when you're a parent. When you're a teacher, there are boundaries, and you're able to separate educational practices from like parental practices.
Yeah, we're like, because I said so.
Right. It's like, because I said so versus, well, because we have these in place so that we can keep you safe. It's like more drawn out at school, but at home it's really like, because I said so, and that's what you're gonna do.
At home, it's a lot of rhetorical questions like, do you want to see how hard I can slap? And it's like, yeah, okay, I got you. You know what I mean? It's a little different, but I got you though.
But then
the explanations at school.
It's also like shifting that mindset that we grew up in, or that we were raised in from our parents. It is a shift from like, it isn't because I said so, but it's also like, well, I grew up with a response like, because I said so, but maybe I would have wanted somebody to explain it to me a little bit so that I could understand. So I understand my daughter and what she might be thinking about, or how my response can affect her, because it does. She watches everything that I do, everything that I say. And so I have to, not only as an educator or an expert, but I have to be very conscious of those kind of things, because kids pay attention to everything, especially kids that, especially adults that they look up to. So yeah.
And this is a side note. Hey, do you give out those gold stars? You know what I'm talking about? It's hard to get them off if you don't got nails, but you can get it.
Like the ones that come in all the different colors?
Yeah, and then you like put them on people's forehead, like you cool.
Yeah.
Like, and like you ain't been cool, you don't get one.
I do.
You do what? I don't know why the sound just cut out. Hold up. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, now I can hear you. I don't know what the hell was going on. But okay, so tell us about your like the biggest challenges you have as like a new YouTuber, and just getting your content together and trying to do what you're doing.
My biggest challenge is promoting my content. So and it's also having the time to sit down and put it all together. So when we were in quarantine and we were all at home, I had all day to create this content, go on YouTube, stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning, put together a video, and by the next morning, it's ready to go. But because I have a 9 to 5, I'm a teacher. I'm at school from 7 till about 3 or 4 o'clock. And by the time I get home, I'm a little bit tired, just a little bit. So all of the content that I have collected throughout the day, because I'm constantly recording things that the kids are doing, taking pictures. So I have all the content. It's just putting it into an actual video or promoting it on Instagram, because I'll be honest, social media gets a little heavy sometimes. And I do not hesitate on stepping back and just not being on it. And so I think it's just knowing how to balance between not being on social media so much, but also promoting the content, because that's the whole reason I started to create the videos anyway, is because I wanted to create things that people could see that were at home and things that they could use at home. So that's the whole reason I started. But I think I don't want to get so caught up in being on social media 24 hours a day. And, I know there has to be interaction. So it's just all those things, putting it together, promoting it, marketing.
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I feel like sometimes it kind of takes away from the passion of me doing it. I love creating. I love piecing it together and making, mini videos or whatever the case may be. And then I guess it's also like when I look at some of your videos, it's like, oh, I want to do that. Or, you know what I mean? I want to have it's also that piece of like not having things or not being aesthetically pleasing to the way that you want it to look, and
you can work your way up to that.
I know.
I mean, that's,
But I think a lot of it is me being caught up in my own thoughts, overthinking it. Because when I first started, I didn't think about anything. I created it, I put it out, that was it. Now I think about, ooh, how many views is this gonna get? Or
Don't do that.
I know.
and look, keep doing exactly what you're doing, enjoy it, and then just put it out there. Because I'm telling you right now, like, the more you do it, just automatically you're gonna start solving problems in your head, and then the next one's gonna be better, and the next one's gonna be better, and then you're gonna start thinking about stuff you never thought about before in your whole entire life, and then you're like, wow, I'm doing that now, and that's gonna make everything better.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the best way to go about it. I mean, for me anyway. And even with the trying to do the timing, I just go hard in the yard like a Spartan. Like when I'm shooting, ain't no one episode. I'm shooting as many episodes, like at least 3 in that time frame.
Mm-hmm.
And then the more you edit it or whatever, the faster and more efficient you are. So then, like, you may be tired when you get off work, but I can pop that edit out pretty cool.
I can't hear you anymore.
I can still hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. No, but you get better and better at editing. So the next thing you know, you just cutting that up quick. So like the more you do it, you just get way more efficient. Because it used to take me like a while to edit, and that was kind of exhausting. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you shoot the video fast, and then the edit part take a little while. Now it's like they about even.
Yeah.
They about even the same amount of time. So I'm over here watching Netflix, like, and they're like cutting it up.
Yeah.
But with the social media though, I don't have a personal one. It's just for my channel.
Yeah.
I don't even
which is what I just switched to, honestly. My social media is like just for the show. I honestly don't, it's not that I don't care about sharing my personal life, because I feel like that's a big piece of why I'm doing it in the first place. But I think if I have a bigger focus on social media, that'll help narrow down like what I'm choosing to post, when I'm posting, the intention behind it. So yeah, my social media is primarily for the show now. And honestly, I enjoy the process of editing. I can't say that I've like mastered iMovie or any of these other platforms, but I enjoy putting everything that I've recorded up into it and then going through it and clipping what I need to clip, because that helps me like see where I need to add a picture or music, or I enjoy when it all comes together. So that process isn't difficult to me. It's just finding the time to do it. And I think right now I'm juggling a lot too. Like I'm in school, getting my master's for writing. I'm actually in school teaching. I'm trying to do the show. So just trying to juggle it all.
That's the best way to do it, though.
I know.
Because people with too much time don't get nothing done.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, for real, like they don't be doing nothing. I mean, because look, every once in a while you have a lazy day and you be like, well, I got the mail. That'd be like the whole day right there. You know what I'm saying? So like, I mean, but I'm telling you, man, when you edit, do you ever talk to yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Like from the edit? I'll be talking to myself like from the future. From the past. Like in the middle of the edit, I'd be like, throw a picture up right here. I'll say that and just cut that part out. The picture pop up. Like I'm just like, I'll say that all the time. I mean, definitely giving yourself cues make the editing faster.
Yes. So,
you know what I mean?
Hopefully I will, because summer break is about to come up. We'll be out of school next Thursday on the 27th. So I have plenty of time on my hands, and that'll be me going hard on it. That's my plan. So I'm excited. I'm excited that I had the time to put all the, I have content for days in my phone. It's actually ridiculous.
And you did say season 3 about to drop, right?
Oh yeah, season 3 has dropped. It has dropped last Saturday. So we're rolling. We're already 3 episodes in the hole. So we're getting prepped for summer episodes. I'm excited to what that'll bring. I'm getting way more creative as far as what kind of content I put out there. At first it was a little blurry as far as what I actually wanted in my videos. I didn't know if I wanted to go an educational route or if I wanted to really press in hard on just being creative and showing kids how they can be creative, and communicating that to parents as well. But I think as I continue to go on, I have all these ideas and I just kind of flow with it. If I see something, or if I record something, or I think of an idea, I pop it in. I might look up something that's related to it online, or something I see in a book, or something even my kids say. I pull a lot of content from my kids.
And you know what, man? I mean, especially when you starting something like this, building a frame or like the skeleton of what you want to do is the hardest part.
Right.
You know what I mean? But once you got certain things in place, it's so much easier and faster because you got like a direction you going, or you already know how you gonna do it. You just need to do it for that specific topic.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which is a whole different thing. But like in the beginning, it's always harder because you're gonna be like, what am I gonna call it? What's my theme song? Come here, kids.
People will see you. They see what you're doing. They see how they might be able to help. And then just talking about it, the way that I talk about my show is so passionate. Like I'm not, it's trucking along. No, like I'm excited. I want you to watch it. I want your friends to watch it. And when people feel that natural passion for what you do, people are, from what I've experienced, I've seen that natural gravitation towards the things that I do, and everything is appreciated, and I'm excited for what's to come for it. I see it being way bigger than what I imagined it to be. I mean, this was never my intention in the first place. which bring this whole conversation like full circle. It wasn't my intention to like create this TV show. It was me putting out these passionate videos and someone else seeing the passion behind it and saying, hey, you would be perfect for X, Y, and Z. And so I'm the kind of person, I don't know whether this is like, I don't want to say like a blessing or a curse, but like when an opportunity presents itself, more than likely I'm gonna look into it, because it didn't just come up for no reason. Not to me. I think that I'm getting better at like weighing what I put my time and effort into, but this is definitely one of those opportunities where I was like, yes, I'm jumping on it.
Well, you have to look into something like this because it take work, it take time, you still have fun with it.
Right. And I needed another challenge. I needed something. It was time. It was time for me to do something else with the information that I have and what I wanted to share. I needed to put it somewhere.
I mean, get it. Especially, I know exactly what you're talking about, that pandemic. You were like, I always wanted to do this. I don't know how to do it, but I got a whole lot of time to kind of figure it out.
Yep. And it was perfect timing. It was perfect timing. I think, let's see, we got out March. I think I was, let's see, I was approached about the show, I think in about June or July. So it didn't even take that long.
I started in September and it was rough, but I did it a bunch. Like I would do like 3 a week. Yeah. And then like each time I did an episode, I would be like, wow, I like it. But that part, I didn't like that part.
Right.
I don't like the way it looked. And I would like do stuff, you know what I mean? Like, and then like, I kept doing so many episodes because I was like, I need more practice.
Yeah.
I didn't even tell nobody I had a YouTube channel till like episode 20. And
that's cool.
I was like, nah, I ain't saying that. Because it was like getting better. So I wanted to like at least not make it look so, because the first one was outside in the front yard and just, I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? So it was it's the weird journey, but it's a fun one though, if you really want to do it.
Yeah, it is. It is. I think my, I don't remember what my first video was. I think I put out my first video. I was like, yep, this is good. This is perfect. Because it was something educational. And it was something, I think it was a video that I think I did for our curriculum. So I was like, I'm gonna just put this on my YouTube channel. So I put it up. I went on Canva, made me a little thumbnail, and I was like, oh, I'm actually kind of good at this.
So is there anything that you want, any of the mixed nutters, that's what I call people that watch and subscribe, the mixed nutters to check you out on, or anything coming up that you want to push?
So I would like for everyone to check me out on my YouTube channel, or you can watch Hey Miss Kim on The Hope TV. So that's www.htv.com. The show airs on Saturdays at 9:30 and Tuesdays at 5 o'clock. So you got 2 times to watch it. And on Instagram, I think I post a lot of snippets of the arts and crafts that I do. I'm a really creative person, so I really just want people to notice that aspect of me and check out the show and get kids hyped to it. Like when I picture Hey Miss Kim, do you remember Zoom?
Yeah.
I picture it being like Zoom, like Saturday morning Zoom show. So yeah, I just want like a Saturday morning pick me up, kids to enjoy it. There's a piece for parents in the show too. So just an all around educational, creative segment for people to enjoy.
All right, y'all heard her. We got Hey Miss Kim signing out.
Hey, Miss Kim. Bye. We'll see you next time.
All right, Mixed Nuts, that's it for me today and Miss Kim. If you want to support the channel, go to buymeacoffee.com/mixnuts. Remember, we got new videos coming every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And go ahead and check Miss Kim out. I'll leave a little link to her channel in there. Go ahead and watch her videos up. Show her some love. Check her out on That Hope TV. And until next time,